I've always wanted to talk about this, but I don't really know how to explain the fact that I don't really do videos on YouTube or do stuff on YouTube in the past. Well, I haven't done stuff on that for the past few months. Yeah, that's because I don't have a lot of good recording stuff and just not in the best of situations since my internet doesn't allow me to do all the stuff I needed to do. But I want to go on the topic of depression. And I know this can be over some random gameplay, but it's a very serious topic that I have to deal with and that I know a lot of people have to deal with. But this is just like from a personal point of view of how it should be dealt if you don't want to go to a psychiatrist or have to take meds for it, because I don't want to do that. And like how a person who knows someone that is depressed should help him or her out. Let's start off with how to help out somebody that's depressed. Like, what you really need to do for that person is be there for them, and you can't push to let me think about this. You can't push them to reveal to you what's wrong. You have to let them open up over time. And if you continue to push, they'll pull away. I know that I've done this many times since it's hard, but like just be there for them if they want to talk to somebody, and don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole about. Well, what I mean by that is like, don't put your problems before theirs. Have your problems in the background, but you'll be able to deal with them if you don't perceive them as being as bad as the depressed person perceiving their problems as bad as being very bad. It's it's just a lot of things that people don't really understand. They try to force themselves to understand, but they don't. And it just goes on to the fact of why are you pushing if you don't understand? You know me, but at the same time you don't. It's just that whole situation. And it's difficult to deal with if you are depressed. And from my personal standpoint, it's always going to be very hard to get over certain things. I'm a very sensitive person, and I get anxiety very easily. I get stressed very easily, and I can get depressed very easily. And I usually put my feelings behind myself, and I know I shouldn't do that because that isn't healthy, but I don't want to take medication because I already have to take medication for ADD, attention deficit. But it's just, how can someone who's depressed want to kill themselves because life is so bad, even though there can be good things? It's just they're stuck in this position of saying, why is everything so fucking bad? Why can't I have something good happen to me? And they always have that question, and nobody can give them a good enough answer, and that's where it ends up with them taking their own lives or abusing drugs or being abusive towards others. And I don't ever want to do that, but good ways to do that, to come through a depressed position is finding something that makes you happier, that you enjoy doing. And I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy watching YouTube videos because they make me laugh. I'm not happy, but they make me laugh, and they make me forget that I'm always stressed and that I have mental issues. I have so many problems. But another thing they have to deal with is, do people really fucking care? That's another question. That's a question that I've always had, and that's possibly a question other depressed people have. Do people that I'm close to, I did air quotes for that, gotta put a lot of emphasis on that, because I pretend to be close to people, that way that way others won't worry about me, because I don't like it when people worry, because then that causes me to be stressed, and then I go into this infinite cycle of everything's fine, but it's not fine, so I act like it's okay, and then people start to notice how I'm like feeling, or notice the look in my eyes if they're close enough to understand the kind of person that I am. But then I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk about it. Don't ask me about my problems. Worry about your own. Don't inquire about things that you don't understand, and if you do understand, then listen to me. That's all I want. Don't say that I need help, that I need to go to a psychiatrist, I need meds. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to put myself through that. I don't like shrinks, psychiatrists, because I don't like people asking questions about my personal problems. I like pushing them away. And the more somebody wants to learn, the more I push that person away. But it's just this whole ordeal of, to me, after that whole ordeal, it's another whole ordeal of, if you do actually fucking care, then show it to me. Show me in some significant way that is meaningful that you care. And if you can do that, then I can trust you. But I pretend to trust people. I use people. I use them to make sure that I'm not lonely. But to make it seem like physically I'm not lonely, I have people around me, but mentally I am. And like, I know I have friends online, on Xbox and stuff, that like have a friend, but I haven't talked to him in a while, but he deals with this, and I understand that it's fucked up, and it's a bunch of bullshit. He's gone through a lot more than he's gone through a lot more heartbreak than I have. I've gone through a lot more mental and some physical abuse, mental abuse from people the same age as me, teachers, my stepdad. He also hurt me when I was younger, but I'm not his kid, and he doesn't have any children, so it was his first time. He was in the army, so he has PTSD, and it's hard to control himself, and his issues are much worse than mine, and he can deal with them, but I wouldn't be able to deal with them, and I already have a hard time dealing with the problems that I have. I find it hard to open up to people. I find it hard to be able to develop feelings for somebody, and when I do, it's hard for me to get rid of them, especially recently. But especially since a few months ago, I just didn't care anymore. But that's always really hard. And getting rejected isn't that bad. It was just like, oh, great. I get it. I get why she didn't want to date, and I also have my own reasons. I wasn't even going to really ask her. I was going to say, hey, I have feelings for you. But I kind of did it at an awkward time, when this is in October, when I opened up, and she already knew. I had a feeling, I had a bit of feeling about it. She already knows, but just want to confirm that. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey, it's be random, I have feelings for you. And then I was going to say I want to go on a date with you, so I have feelings for you. I wasn't going to do that, but she immediately shot me down. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, it was kind of like, oh, I didn't let my emotions get the better of me, but there were times when I didn't let that emotion of disappointment get the better of me. We're still friends. I don't really talk that often, but I don't talk to my friends a lot when I'm outside of school. And it's just this, never had full trust in people, and I wanted to force myself to not have feelings for her, though I could just be going with my life. But it it takes me a while because I'm single-minded at times about certain things, and a lot of depressed people are, and this is all personal stuff, so you might not completely understand it, but it's also like hearing conversations about abortion. I'm not going to go into them, but just like how I'm not going to go into the full my point of view completely. It's just I don't like it when people talk about aborting uh, fetuses that are the product of rape, because that's very personal, because I am a product of rape. I'm not going to say the circumstances, just understand when people are married, either one of them, usually it's the husband, will beat the wife and then rape her. And so that's pretty much what happened. Just don't inquire about it. Don't say, probably won't even say anything, but it's just this whole thing of, in a sense, they are attacking me. And it hurts because people that I'm somewhat friends with, they say that stuff, and then I feel that they're attacking me because they don't understand and then I know they don't understand my circumstances, but it still hurts, and then I get all pissed off, and I have a hard time getting my emotions under control, and it's difficult for me. And I know that there are the difficult situations, but I have to deal with that every day, especially since, well, I did have to deal with that every day, especially since I went to a school which is the best in the city that I live in the second best in the state this year. But I failed that class, and I failed class, and I wanted to hurt myself. And I realized that was a bad thing, and I just didn't do it. I told my mom, and she said, if you want to go to a psychiatrist and maybe get medication. I said, I don't want to do that. But she said, if it happens again, or if you're in this mindset where you want to hurt yourself and you actually do, I'm going to have to. And that's understandable, because then further down the road, if I didn't get help for actually hurting myself, I'll get into this mindset of wanting to commit suicide. So that's understandable. And my mom doesn't ever want me to be depressed, and we're both people that can get depressed very easily. And it's just my life has good times, but they don't last. And it has a lot more annoyances that turn into bad things. I can have a slight happy moment, and then it's taken away because something either I did or somebody else did ruins it. And I usually ruin my happy moments, and I get angry with myself. And it's just, I question why I'm here. But I don't even know if I'd be able to go into a normal relationship. I know this is just random, but if I think about it, I don't know if I'd be able to go into a normal relationship because I focus so much on my issues that I find it hard to actually focus on other people to help them out because I usually half-ass it. And if I put all my feeling and time spent trying to get rid of my problems, I would be an amazing person. And because of how I am, I'm an asshole. I can be nice, but I'm just a dick. And I fucking hate myself, but why does that matter? I have to get over it. And I'm doing summer school at this point in time. It's the second to last day. And then there's going to be a meeting about whether if I'm going to be able to go back to that high school or if I'm going to have to be kicked out and sent to my home school. I'm fine with either situation. I'll have to get over the stress and anxiety, which will cause my depression. If I'm accepted back, I'll work a lot harder than I did last year. But on the other side, if I go to my home school, they have a good magnet program for film. So, and it's going to be much easier for me. And I want to go into film. So, do I want to have the easy route and a better access to what I want to do in the future, or do I want to have more opportunities of getting scholarships with a lot more work, a lot more stress, a lot more anxiety? It's what I have to deal with, and I'm preparing myself for both. I won't be disappointed with the outcome, but like just talking is always the best for somebody that's depressed. You know, me talking this whole time kind of explains that. I feel better because I've gotten a lot of stuff off my chest. I've been awake since like 4:50, and it's now 6:25 at this point in time. And it's June 26th when the voice recording is going on. I don't know when I'm gonna record the gameplay, but I might record it when I get home from summer school. I'd be fine with either outcome because it doesn't completely matter. I'm not close with people. I'll easily forget about them. That's bad, but in a sense, it's bad in general, but in a sense for me, that's good because I can let go of people. I don't like it, but if I need to, I'll do everything I can to make sure I don't ever see anything about them, and then I'll completely forget what they look like, what their name is, and that's something I hate about myself, but I don't know, but I'm sorry for ranting on and not going to full explanation with, um, yeah, I'm just sorry for ranting on, but I don't really care. I'm tired. I've been awake for a couple hours, and it's just, I just want to get everything over with. I don't want to be sad anymore, but that's something I'll have to get through. I hope you guys have a good day. And do whatever you want on my channel. I don't give a shit. Just fuck the world. And fuck everything that it really stands for. God damn it, Slipknot. Oh, before I actually go, I'm gonna go see Slipknot in Alpharetta. I'm saying where I live. I live in Georgia. I fucking love Slipknot, and I can't wait to see them live. Along with shit. This can go a lot longer than I wanted to. Not fast. Roadshow. I'm not excited about Volbeat, but Gojira, Behemoth, Slipknot. Not really Volbeat because I don't like the lead singer's voice, but I'm excited for the other three bands to be in Alpharetta in September 3rd. It's gonna be fucking amazing. So I'll be happy to do that. Jeez. Again, I hope you guys have a good day. Sorry, this went on a lot longer than I wanted to, but who cares? I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm not gonna get fucking 1,000 subscribers to be able to get monetized. So fuck you, YouTube. Fuck your standards. And fuck all the people that are rude to each other. Fuck all the people that make fun of smaller channels on YouTube. Have a good day.